Hey guys, welcome back to the Moguls channel. It's nice to have you guys. For those of you that are new here, please do the right thing, like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. Shoo. So guys, today I decided to touch base on something that is very important to me and actually the rest of the world, to everybody, even to you. I just want to touch base on navigating friendships in your 30s. Whether you're a woman, you're a man, doesn't matter, right? Friendship is a very beautiful concept, God-given, amazing, but it can be... Ooh, sorry about that, guys. My ex is calling me and I'm not gonna answer because he's very obsessed. Because what is this? Anyhow, I'm so sorry about that. I know you're not gonna ask, why the hell does he still have your numbers? What's going on? Blah blah blah. That's a story for another day. I'll do an entire story time. I don't do story times, but I think I owe you guys that because I talked about it on this video, so I feel like you guys need to know. Remind me. Yeah, but anyways, navigating friendship in your 30s can be tricky, it can be exciting, it can be all those things at once, honestly speaking. So as for me at this point in time, I'm having a bit of a hard time to navigate friendships. Firstly because I'm unemployed. I'm not saying friendship revolves around money, but we know the truth. But anyways, but yeah, first I'm unemployed. I'm back home. I don't relate so much to most of my friends' realities. You know, I'm not a mother, I'm not a wife, don't even have a boyfriend. So I feel like it's easy for people to misunderstand me, and it's easy for people to also project their realities onto me and their experiences onto me because they feel like I need to experience certain things because maybe I haven't experienced them and all of that. So it can be a bit tricky for people like me. So imagine you are in my space, you have friends that have kids and or are in committed relationships, staying with their boyfriends full time, are married, you know. There are so many things that we see differently in life when situations are like that. I might be feeling like, oh, since this is my reality, maybe I shouldn't have a child at all. Maybe I should just be that girl that focuses on her career. I'm not saying you can't do that when you have kids, but I'm saying it happens that now you have accepted your reality and you're like, I can actually make it better. I can get used to this. I can actually get used to this. This is actually nice. This is peaceful. This is what. And the people around you will project so much to a point where it will affect the friendship, the connection, because you know when you want something else and the other person wants something else, and then the other person's like, you don't want this because you're looking down on it or something, you know, it's always like there's just always something. So you can imagine there's a lot happening. There's just a lot happening. But also you do have amazing set of friends whereby it doesn't really matter. Like, I thank God for my friends every day because it really doesn't matter, honestly. Like, what they're experiencing, whether our realities are very far off, very different, it shouldn't have some sort of negative effect on our friendship. However, there'll be changes, there might be distance, but the how each and you know how we both value the friendship, it should be mutual, if you get what I'm saying. You know, it now we shouldn't be a friendship shouldn't be determined by circumstances, which is why I actually wanted to make this video, because I've noticed with many people most friendships are based on circumstances. I'm gonna be your friend because we both lost children. I'm gonna be your friend because we're going through a divorce. We can relate to each other. That is what I mean when I was saying relation. I'm going to be your friend because we are now married to the same culture, whatever the reason might be, men in the same career fields, whatever the situation might be. So that's why I'm saying circumstantial friendship is very dangerous because circumstances change. They do. Look at how my circumstances change. Circumstances change, and the question is, will you still want to remain in that friendship because you value it, or you realizing that whatever that you were benefiting from the friendship is no longer there? So now you got to remove yourself and go for greener pastures. When I'm always changing friends, So one thing about me, guys, Mina, I really, really do value friendship. Even when I pray to God, I always include my friends, and I do not force friendship. One thing about me again, I do not mind letting a friend go if they want to go. I do not mind even being my own friend. I do not mind being alone. I have no fear not having friends, and that scares the ish out of me about myself sometimes, because I can notice a change in behavior in a friend towards me. Of course, I'll go crazy thinking about it and trying to figure out what the hell is going on, But just because you're not saying it doesn't mean I don't pick up on your energy, or doesn't mean that I can't see it in your body language when you're around me, when you're talking to me. I'm very observant, and most of the time I don't really see anything, right? And I realize a friendship is over before it is over, So hence I'm still a social butterfly, but I used to be that person that was friends with a lot of people and known by a lot of people and knew a lot of people. I would literally, when I had like a birthday party and what's or not, I would have like 20 friends, 20 something friends. And I'm like, yes, all of them are my friends. And my mom would be like, girl, those are not your friends, bye. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. Now that I'm grown, I'm like, geez, where the hell are those people? Crazy, right? Crazy. The very same people that I never thought, like, hi, But I've always envied people that have like a small circle. You have like 2 friends, 1 friend. Yo, that is goals. Because I'm like, it gives off that thing, you are very secure within yourself. You are very stable. You are not looking for different features of yourself in people, because I feel like with me, when I had so many friends, I was still a people pleaser. I wanted to fit into groups. I wanted to be accepted and all of those things. And then I realized, as like the more I matured, the more I realized, oh no, man, maybe let me stop doing this. Let me stop operating like this. Maybe let me stop living like this. Maybe let me stop. Let me just stop. And maybe I'll actually create genuine people. And then the people that I thought were genuine, they vanished because they were no longer getting what they were using me for. So I became useless because the friendship was not based on pure intentions. Rather, it was a friendship it was a friend that had intentions to befriend me so that they can get whatever, or that they can socialize with whoever. Because sometimes people become friends with you because you are friends with a certain somebody that they kind of admire, and then they want to be friends with you because you are friends with that person. It happens a lot. So you have to be very careful when it comes to choosing friends. I never believed in the concept of choosing friends until now. I always believe that friendship happens organically. If we're chilling together, because if I'm saying that, it means I'm going to remain friends with the people that I've always known for 20 years, 50 years, just for the sake of time, just for the sake of we've known each other that long. imagine, just for the sake of the fact that we've known each other that long, and then now I'm gonna fight for this friendship that has no value. Because, guys, sometimes just because you've known somebody for a decade and more does not mean the friendship is what you think it is. It does not mean the friendship is God given, even. Does not mean the friendship is not supposed to end. Sometimes it's attachment issues, honestly. It does not mean anything. Like, me personally, there are friends that I still have in my life from more than 20 years ago. However, I feel more connected to the friends that I met after them. I think it's because the people that you meet later in life meet the later version of you, and they know you as this person, meaning it's very easier for them to know you better than your previous friends, because your previous friends, or your childhood friends rather, they're stuck on a perception of what they think you are, and they go with the narrative that you are still like that. And it's hard for you to grow when you are spending most of the time with your childhood friends, because unless you guys are growing together and you guys are really embracing the growth in each other, and you want to do better for both of you guys, and it's a friendship thing that we are going to do better, whether you guys are growing spiritually, you're developing career wise, your looks, your lifestyle, the way you articulate yourself, the people, the places that you want to go to, the type of man that you want to date, what a person who can accept the fact that you are changing everything about you, that's a friend. But a person, when you try to change, or when you tell them this is the type of person I am, they're like, no, but you're not this person, this is who you are. You can't know me better than I know myself. I'm not even the same person that I was a second ago. Yes, like 1 second ago. I'm not. So you can't tell me that this is what I am, this is what I'm not. You get what I'm saying? So there are different kind of friendships. We have low maintenance friendships. I'll do a video on that specifically. We have the floating friend, the floater friend, which is, I'll also get on that topic soon. We have spirituality friendship, people that are just connected by maybe religion, church, some sort of spirituality as well, and a belief system, you know. And we do have friendship based on career. And we do have friendship that is also based on social gatherings, which are acquaintances, you know, the typical acquaintances, the friend that you meet at events, or you invite sometimes, but you guys don't really have like a deep, you know, friendship connection. And I think there's always like a conflict between low maintenance friendships and acquaintances, because there's a lot of similarities and it can be a bit confusing. So I can't wait to discuss these types of friendship with you guys. But as I'm saying, and I'm going to keep saying, friendship is a beautiful concept, and I wish for everyone in the world to experience friendship in its purest form. Not friendship whereby you have to sleep with one eye open and you have to plot some sort of Psalm 91 prayers because you're defending yourself against your friends and you feel like their energy is negative. That is not friendship. That is God trying to tell you something. That is not friendship. Friendship is the same way, like the same way you in a relationship, you in your marriage, the same way you trust your man. That's how friendship should be like. You should be able to trust your friends. You should be able to tell them, I'm not saying everything, because but you can tell your friends the things that are like very important to you, you know, the things that, everything. You can tell them everything, but not everything. I know it sounds like, what the hell are you saying? But you can tell your friends like what they need to know, not everything, what they need to know, basically. right? And I currently have an amazing set of circle in my life, and I'd be lying if I say I do not get worried about some of my connections with the ladies that are in my life. I do get worried, but that doesn't mean they are not amazing human beings. Me being worried is trying to figure out if this is turning into an acquaintanceship, or if this is turning into a low maintenance, or our time is just done. You get what I'm saying? So there are some connections that I'm a bit confused, and I know that with connections and love, because we love our friends, love is also not supposed to be confused. So the moment you start feeling, so I do pray, I don't cut people off. I pray for discernment, and then I start to mirror my friend's behavior. Like, so I mirror your behavior, just to test the friendship. If it was meant to be the friendship that I think it is, then me acting the way you are acting towards me shouldn't really affect that friendship. I've never been a petty person, but I taught myself to be petty simply because, as a recovering people pleaser, me trying to be cordial with people is not working in my favor. So I do what you do to me, and it can be the kindest thing. You are kind to me, I'm kind to you. You value me, I value you. You show that you're not interested in a friendship with me, I'll distance myself. I feel like I've taught myself to read the room and to try not to force where I'm not wanted. Unless it has to do with acting, unless it has to do with school, career, spirituality. But when it comes to women, you can't control a human being. Like, you can't have your way with a human being. So if a human being decides, hey, I think you are negative energy, you don't want to do anything to prove a point to that person that you're a good person, because you know your truth. So if this person feels this way about you, let them. I remember coming across some videos on TikTok. There's a lady, I forgot her name, but she discusses this theory called the let them theory. So basically it's just surrendering everything, not worrying about anything. Do you get what I'm saying? So if a friend is acting a certain way, if a friendship is confusing you, if what, just let them. Let people be who they are. Do not cut people off. Do not talk down on them. Do not gossip about them. Let them be themselves. Eventually, and I low-key have practiced the let them theory without me realizing it, but because I had so much people pleasing tactics on me, it was hard for me to realize that the let them theory is something that naturally just comes to me. I usually just let them people reveal themselves. I let them be themselves. And most of the time, I really won't call out on their behavior, but I will move accordingly. It's more like detach from that person or that connection and just move on with your life. You don't have to announce anything. You don't have to, like, guys, we are grown-ups. I feel like people know what they're doing. People know when they're hurting you. People know when they're acting funny. People know when they're being weird, when they're being shady, when they're being, like, all these things. People know. However, with that being said, there's also the most beautiful side of friendship, sisterhood. And friendship is not only about the same gender becoming friends. I remember praying to God. I was like, I really, really, really want my tribe to find me. And that doesn't mean I don't have a tribe yet. I do have a group of friends and I love them dearly. What I mean is, I wish that I had friends that were like very diverse, like males and females, in one setting, friendship, like strictly friendship, and even different cultures. I feel like that is beautiful to experience. Different cultures, learning about each other from different places. I think that is like, I don't know, I find them I find that kind of friendship or those kind of groups, those like I've seen them like on social medias, wherever, or even just around Joburg somewhere. You do see people that are like in friend groups that are like very diverse, and that's very beautiful to see, because it shows that the friendship is not biased or anything like that. That is like, wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. Because having only a group of women as your friends, yay, it can be tricky because women change easily with circumstances. Women change easily with circumstances because you and I don't have the same commitments in life right now. So what you prioritize, I do not. And you just feel like we can't vibe no more. And that is still okay. That is still okay. But obviously, if I had a man as a friend, I don't know, but I feel like men do actually value friendship more than women. But like, they do. They do not change on people just because of circumstances. They do not, ever. Unless they just didn't want you. They just didn't like you. Hey, this person should leave me alone. But yeah, and with me, I'm a work in progress, and it's important that the people that I surround myself with, be it my cousins, be it my friends, it's important that they understand that I'm a work in progress. Meaning, you're not gonna rush me into who you think I need to be. You're not gonna rush me into finding a man because you feel like you are 30, why aren't you in a relationship? You're not gonna rush me into having a child because I'm an only child and you feel like my mom needs a grandchild. Did you say that to you? You are not, you're just gonna accept me for the way that I've accepted you. Then we'll have peace. Right? And nowadays, with what technology is doing to us, it's very hard to also navigate a friendship, because I feel like I have TikTok. I do not need a friend. I'm always on TikTok. I'm always creating content. I'm always on YouTube. There's just so much to do on my phone. On top of that, maybe I have a job. On top of that, I have hobbies. So chances of me trying to maintain a friendship, I'm not saying about me per se, but I'm just saying in general, chances of me trying to maintain a friendship as a human being, they're very low, because I'm like, I have all that I need. Because people, we're in the world where people value money, they value materials than people and stuff like that. So it's very easy. That's why it's so easy nowadays for people to cut you off, for people to cut people off, because they just feel like, ugh, I have everything that I need. You are not money. Are you going to give me money? You are not this. Like all of those weird things. So that's why I'm saying let them. And you'll have the most healthiest friendship in the world if you let a friend become themselves, if you let a friend explore themselves, if you let a friend become a work in progress. Like me, I'm a work in progress. I may not be where I want to be right now, but just because in your eyes you are not seeing what I'm doing, it looks like I'm not doing anything, and you want to retaliate on me. Because it's very easy to assume that people are not trying to do something with their lives, your friends, because sometimes, honestly, as friends, we care about our friends. And when you are good, maybe you're doing well and you feel like your friend is this, she's just not in the best place right now, and you're just trying to help. And I get that. I totally get that. Sometimes you are really just trying to help your friend, and like, I want all of my friends to win. I want all of us to win. I don't want to win alone. So I want to put my girl on. But also your girl is a work in progress, and she's going according to her own pace. She's probably listening to God. Maybe God told her, this is what you need to do, this is how you need to do it. And a person knowing that you are not good financially, career wise, relationship wise, all wise, and they're always asking about that progress, it's almost like a sting. It's like, it's not going well. Why do you keep asking about it? Because I'm talking about it, it's really not going to change the situation unless that friend is coming with a solution that I got a job for you, this is what I want, or there's an opportunity, or I want you to meet someone. So you see, there is a bit of progress. Why you are asking me about it, but asking me about it and talking to me about it and not really, like, it doesn't really make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me. Hence, I'm like, it's very important for friends to understand that, okay, Katlego is a work in progress. So I'm gonna have to understand that Katlego is gonna isolate from time to time to work on herself, her goals, whatever they might be, or to focus on herself, or to have a relationship with herself. I don't know what demons she's dealing with, but I understand that baby girl is not where she wants to be in life. Looking at with how her life is going right now, she's not where she wants to be in life. So I'm just gonna, as a friend, I'm just gonna have to accept that. And if there's a way I can assist, yes, I'll step in. But if I can assist, bringing up the things that she does not have or she wishes to have is not going to make the situation easy. I think also friendship goes with read the room. Reading the room, I think it's easy for me when I have a job to say, to look at maybe my cousins that are not working or my friends that are not working. It's very easy for me to say, they're not serious, they're not looking for a job, or they're playing, they're always in bed when they're phoning in. Isn't that person apply? Don't you apply with your phones? Don't you do anything, like everything on your phones nowadays? So I feel like when we are privileged as friends, sometimes we tend to believe that other friends are not doing anything to change their situation, which is quite sad. And this now drives the narrative of a friend thinking that they're better than the other friend, even though you are not doing it in a malicious way. The other friend will definitely now have a certain perception of your friendship and how you operate in friendship, which is what you don't want. So as a person who loves their friend, I would recommend that you let your friends be themselves, work on themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? You do not have to know every single thing about your friend, and you do not have to understand every single thing about your friend. Sometimes trust the process. Trust that your friend is a big girl and God has got her back. Especially if you know that you are praying for your friend. Tshepa Modimo yalo. O itse gore Modimo taba ya gagwe e tlo diragala. You know he's going to do it. The same way he could elevate your life or work on your life, he's going to do that with your friend. Like, my mom is staring at me and I don't know why. And it's so uncomfortable because I'm nowhere close to being done with this video. I'm nowhere close to being done. But I think I've said enough. This was me just introducing the topic. I didn't want to, as you can see, it was all over and I was using typical examples and saying certain things. But let's love our friends. Let's be friends instead of just calling people friend on Instagram, on social media, just to, I don't know why people do that anyways. But let's not be friends publicly and then privately we don't even exist in each other's lives. You get what I'm saying? Let's be the friends that hype our friends up. Let's be the friends that our friends' biggest fan. Let's be the friends that when our friends tell us about their dreams, about their goals, we say, go for it. Go for it. We do not question it and we do not try to diminish it. Let's be the friends that make our friends' lives easier and heal them one step at a time. So on my next video, I'm going to be discussing the low maintenance friendships versus acquaintances and why there's a confusion between the two. All right. But God blessed me with an amazing set of friends, and God blessed me with an amazing heart, I might say. So yeah,